Why is this the foundation of financial management and the importance? It's the foundation because data integrity is what allows us to make forecasting projections and make financial decisions in the business. So if we can rely on the data that's being provided because the books have not been kept up, they're not clean, they're not managed every month, and maybe they're behind 3 months, then we can move forward with planning for the business future with data that is not accurate, clean, and consistent. And we notice this often when we look at trends in each of the categories and we see that things are just off. And we start to ask questions, and the owner doesn't know. Maybe they have a bookkeeping team. We're able to send them some notes and suggestions on what updates to make and what changes and what things to look for, and make sure that someone is holding that bookkeeping team accountable to producing accurate results. And I find this often when there's no oversight of the bookkeeping function, because again, owners have not been told how to do bookkeeping, and they probably have never overseen a bookkeeping function before. They're not sure what they're looking for or how to help their bookkeeping team be better at managing the books. So it is your responsibility to ensure that your books are accurate. Ultimately, even if you're delegating or outsourcing out to your bookkeeping team, you should be checking to make sure things look nice and clean. For example, if rent is missing 1 month and you see the trend go from, $2,500 a month to zero, you have a gap, or 22,500 a month down to zero, then the rent is missing and it might be miscategorized, or it might not have been entered as an expense, or maybe your rent check never got cashed. This is another one I see often, is we get surprises like that. Oh my goodness, the landlord never cashed the check. Now we're sitting on this expense. It's going to hit us this month instead of the month it should have. Or maybe they never received the check. So now that's a different problem, because now you are late on your rent payment, even though you sent it in, it was never received. So this is the importance of, bookkeeping being current, because we can identify decisions when they're happening, not 3 months down the road when you get in a letter from the landlord saying you never paid rent for that month. So ensuring that you have that data is an important aspect, but also that your trends look nice and clean and healthy. So if you're receiving revenue every month, if that revenue dips or increases, we need to understand why that is. What happened in the business that drove revenue up? What happened in business that drove revenue down? And making sure that we have a good grasp on what's going on in the business month to month, so we can start to answer some questions and do more of the things that are actually working.